The Vlog Life with your boy Jesse Pretorius. So today we are talking about the third installment on the science of shredding. Today is more about the negatives of prolonged dieting and how your body takes strain and how you're just psychologically affected and how it affects the mind and your mentality and happiness. So I mean, firstly, with prolonged dieting, say a decrease in testosterone, because as you diet and get leaner, your body is going to have a lower testosterone count, because the leaner you are, less testosterone your body is going to be able to produce. So you cannot be extremely lean for a prolonged period of time. So let's say if you get down to the leanest you've ever been, let's say you're like 4% body fat, it's very hard to hold that for more than 2 to 3 weeks, if that. So also a terrible psychological effect is when you start to binge eat after your show, your photo shoot, or your goal with your spouse, your friend, your family, whatever it was that got you motivated for that goal, and then you reach that goal. You were now obviously enjoying some food, and you had a lot of food, let's say over a week, and you put on a lot of weight. Your body is trying to adjust with all the increase in calories, and it's actually having negative effects. You're going to see a lot of fat around your midsection. You're going to see that you're holding a lot of water. You'll probably, I know in my case, when it happens to me the last maybe 3-4 times in the last 3 years, I've actually put on over 10 kilograms each time. So what you need to do to approach this post-competition, post-photo shoot, whatever it may have been, you need to reverse diet. What reverse dieting is slowly increasing your calories and your carbohydrates gradually over, let's say, 6 weeks. So if you dieted down for 12 weeks, you need to gradually increase your calories for 6 weeks. So with the psychological issues, you're gonna almost become a recluse. You're not gonna want to go out and experience, obviously, your friends eating nice food. You're not gonna want to be exposed. Not going to want to be exposed to all the temptations of the world and the nice food that there is to offer. Say at these restaurants, maybe go to clubs, you don't want to be tempted with drinking, because obviously this is going to be counterintuitive in what you're trying to achieve in your body and your physique towards the show, shoot, whatever. So obviously you're going to almost become a recluse. You're going to become very negative about a lot of things, because oh, what's my next meal, when's this, when's that, oh, I can't eat this many carbs, I have to stick to my diet. And this is going to make you very negative about almost every aspect of your life. It's going to make you not want to be with friends. You just want to be by yourself. You just want to sleep all day, because you have the bare minimum of energy, because your body's in the survival mode. So your body being in the survival mode, it's basically focusing all of your energy on almost staying alive and just being able to walk from A to B. And obviously you're going to put all your energy into your training, your dieting, your cardio and all that, zoned in on that, and your body mentally is going to take strain. So you're going to not be able to think as clearly, you're not going to be able to concentrate as long, and obviously at work, at varsity, at school, this is all going to take a dive. It's all going to have a negative effect because your body is in the survival mode. I would definitely encourage being on a more gradual cut, so that you can diet over a longer period of time. Don't get as much of withdrawal symptoms from food as you would if you are drastically cutting. You can still experience some fun with friends, you can still go out and have a good time. Just be happy. If this is going to make you into the person that you know you are not, I highly recommend you do not do this. I highly recommend that you maybe approach this in a different manner, where you can almost have a more positive approach to life, have a better outlook on your diet, on your life, on your friends, experiencing with family and friends and not missing out. Obviously there comes a time where you need to say, no, I cannot go out with you, but not every single time. So I definitely think you have to find a balance. You cannot go 100% all in. Obviously if you're a professional bodybuilder, I think almost you have to. So if you want to prep for a show or a shoot and it's your first time, I definitely think do not every single time your friends ask you if you want to go somewhere, say no. Obviously if it's going to hinder your progress, say no. However, not every single time. There's always alternatives, healthy alternatives. You can go to that restaurant, you can still get a healthy meal while spending time with your friends, having a good time, a good laugh. You won't have the mental decline as what you would have if you're always having to tell your friends, no, sorry, I can't come, I'm prepping, I'm dieting, I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. So hopefully this has helped you a little bit how I approach anything that I'm going to endeavor in from now on. For Worlds, I had a bad approach. I said no to friends for 12 weeks, and I never want to experience this again. I never want to get home from varsity at 2 o'clock and just pass out on the couch and then wake up at 8 o'clock that night wondering what happened with my day. So be flexible, enjoy life, don't become a recluse, and be savage.
We don't talk anymore.